So I am here to introduce for this session Mr. Priyadarshi. So I would like to welcome him. He is the Chief Operating Officer of Emerging Tech COE of STPI Bhubaneswar, a management grade with a BTech with 19 years of experience from various domains like logistic, facilities, finance, automobile, e-commerce, including 8 years of entrepreneurship journey in e-commerce, deep tech, social startup, founder of Knowledge and Innovation Technology Private Limited, specifically focused in the product development and solution in deep tech like data science, ML, blockchain. Also a part of social non-profit organization helping early stage startup, my startup yatra all over India. Have a knowledge of ERP, e-commerce, VPR process flow analysis and mapping data analytic. He also has a knowledge of corporate finance and is a mentor to multiple startup all over India. So please join me in welcoming sir to give the today's talk for this session.
Thank you, Odisha GenAI team, for giving me this opportunity. So I'm Priyadarshi, and the topic that I'll be talking about, how GenAI is impacting the startup ecosystem, specifically tech ecosystem. In this topic, I'll be covering about some use case scenarios, case studies that were taken, and I would request the audience to be participating in it. And there will be some use case scenarios. We had taken some generic use case scenarios in a very limited aspects, and I'll be sharing what emerging tech COE on behalf of STPI, what the role we are playing, and what startups need to take care before implementing GenAI. That's the last slide that I'll be coming with. In between, if you want to ask any question, you can interrupt me. If I can resolve it, okay. If not, then we'll be taking it after the session. Okay. It goes. Is it okay? Fine. So we'll talk about GenAI. Before and after it, I'll be coming with the differences. What is GenAI and how it is different from AI. Okay. I'll try to cover it in next 15 minutes. So I'm trying to make you understand what the things we are expecting in AI and what the things we are expecting in GenAI. AI systems mimics the human intelligence, performs tasks such as spam filtering, fraud detection. That is what general things which you are seeing. And in GenAI, what you was to try, the basic example I have, everyone has used the ChatGPT. Give a solution, ask a question, they will give you a solution in a descriptive way. If you are asking for an image, it will give you a complete image. If you are asking for a video, it will generate a video. There are many tools which have come up. So Generative AI doesn't just analyze data, it creates new realities from it. In AI, we are analyzing, but Generative AI, we are getting the new realities. The best example is ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot. Yes, GitHub Copilot we are using in our COE. We are helping some of the startups. Why GenAI matters for startups? Okay, one is the cost. Yeah, one is the cost. Development process. Earlier, when we were developing some products, it used to take 1 month. Even I know when 2015 we were developing Android application, we used to take 90 days, 3 months. Now developing an Android application, it takes 24 hours. And that is not a 24 working hours, that is 24 hours. It can take 8 hours or 10 hours. And second, third, it can go for the unlocking new product categories like AI writing, assistance, virtual designs, We are in our COE, we are using GenAI tools, multiple tools to conduct multiple tasks using 1 or 2 manpower. We are using it, and yes, we are using it. So some of the use cases where we are looking in the GenAI cases are healthcare. We have one startup incubated with us who is using radiographic, like when we are doing the MRI scans, they are taking the radiology data and they want to predict the disease using the radiology data. I can name you the company. I hope everyone from Bhubaneswar knows a company called GenX Data Labs. They are in, yes, they are developing a tool incubated in our COE. They are taking the data, and what his problem statement is, one doctor takes around 4 hours to write a report. Can you make it to 5 minutes? We are working on it right now. Recently he had released the prototype. The prototype is not that fine-tuned or furnished. We are working, now it is taking 1 hour with some errors. The accuracy rate is 96%. Still that 4% is very critical, so we are working on it to get out of a solution. Assistant in drug discovery, one of our employee is doing a PhD in working in this category. Create personalized therapy content. We had got one proposal from one of the startups. They are working on the autistic behavior of students. We had got the proposal, we are still working on it. Since we are not from the medical background, we know only data annotations. They are providing data. We just initialize the things. Why? The example I had used is AI systems that can analyze medical images and generate comprehensive diagnostic reports in seconds. This is what we are using with the GenX data. They are providing the MRI data. We are using it, analyzing it, so that a doctor can get the result in 5 minutes, sign it, give it. So आप जाओगे, entry करोगे, MRI systems करोगे, निकल के आओगे, चाय पियोगे, you'll get the reports. Instead of waiting for 8 hours. Even I went for the MRIs, it took me 8 hours. So now these things will be 5 minutes. So everyone will be benefited out of it. Which one? Generics, I'm saying that 96%. So we are trying to, since it's in healthcare data, 96% is not advisable. You would need to go for at least 99.5%. That's at least. Honestly, 6% ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଆପଣ ସେ 6% ଆପଣ 4% ଆପଣଙ୍କର କହିନା ନା କିଛି ଡିଜିଜ୍ ନାହିଁ କିଏ ସେଟା ପେନାଲ୍ଟି ବିୟର କରିବ yeah that I can't legally I am not eligible to answer it. You got my point, sir. Legally I am not eligible to answer it. So coming down to the financial things, everyone is looking into it. JP Morgan is using an AI powered chatbots generating synthetic data, and Bhai is sitting there, he knows better than me. There are 3 more use cases we have taken. One is insurance use cases, summarize policy data, fraud analysis, generate claim automatically. One of our incubator startups from Delhi, they are doing the claim generation. They are using GenAI tools to do the claim in the automation process. Manufacturing process, AI assisted product design, predictive maintenance. This is one of the case studies we had received from Nalco. We are working in the industry 4.0. Nalco had asked that the pulley chain, which is bringing the coal from around 6 to 7 kilometers from the mining area to the refinery plant, it breaks down. And probably once in a month it is getting breaks down. So once it is getting break down, so there is a loss in the production. And in turn, it is creating a loss in the business. So they are asking, can we do any predictive maintenance on it? There are multiple ways we had tried it. We had not yet succeeded in it. We are trying to implement the AI, but future slowly we will be putting these things in the GenAI part, where the person sitting there can get an preemptive report. Okay, the pulley may get broken down at this location and the probability chances is this and the reason is this. There are multiple reasons. So we had identified about 48 parameters, the reasons, and we are working with it. It may take some more time, but yes, if the things happens, it will be in. Sorry. Sorry. Again. apologies for. And then retail and e-commerce. One of our startup is named is Smarket. They had developed one no counter checkout, where they are trying to use the auto-generated product descriptions. They are trying the efficiency. I will not comment on it because still they are trying for last 1 year. And this is what the use cases. We also can go for a virtual try on AI authors, AI written review and contents, which we are seeing in the Google. The cases are policy analysis, smart productions, which we are working on, and virtual try-ons, which we had not yet worked on. GenAI use of in HR and marketing and sports. This is we are yet to explore. We had not yet explored with any of our startups. This is taken from source internet. Generate job descriptions, simulate interview scenarios, create personalized learning modules for the marketing, auto-generated and copy and visuals, personalized email campaigns, what we are seeing in Hotspot or Johos, they are using. Sports genetic live commentary, predictive athlete performance, engage fans with AI created content. In the sports thing, what we had mentioned is generate live commentary. This is one of our startup. They are working with visually impaired students. So how online they can be taught. So here the persons are visually impaired, visually they are not able to see, but they can hear. So what I am teaching, if I am writing something or if I am using something, the tool can read it and they can describe it. It is on a trial basis, they had demonstrated it, but yet we don't see that it's a Gen AI kind of thing, it's an AI is being implemented. Slowly we will be putting up in the Gen AI part. Now comes the challenges. Even we are also facing, our 5 of the startups, they are also facing these things. Technically requires high quality data. Apart from GenX, none of the places we are getting the high quality data. Why GenX? Why I'm saying about GenX? I'm saying because they have their own diagnostic centers, they have their data, and the MRI systems which provide the data, it is already predefined 10 years back by the European companies with a pre-formatted data which can be analyzed in using the AI tools very easily. It's not like taking images. It is so. Apart from those things, again, sir. Again. हाँ मुझे आउची घंटा टे दियंतु मुझे आसुची हाँ आपण पळी जान तो मु आसुची घंटा टे पर it requires high quality data. Apart from GenX, we are facing almost all the places the data cleansing mechanism. Most of the places we are getting 10% data. That is on a. हाँ सर कौन है ला? ना काटे दिले मुझे एक मीटिंग है सर. So apart from GenX, all the other cases we are getting high cases are only 10% data are eligible data, rest 90% are garbages. Complexity in the systems, the moving from the legacy systems to the moving from the legacy system to the AI system, yes, it is creating complexity, not only on the technical part, but on the legacy part, even when we are facing the manpower issues. These things, challenges we are facing in NALCO. There are multiple places where the people are in job and they don't understand the AIT, so they are resisting. When we are saying about technical challenges, the complexity and integration in the legacy system, yes, manpower challenges, it comes. There are certain issues which will be coming up. Can struggle with real-time performances. Sometime we don't have the requisite, even we are saying we don't have the requisite systems or hardware capabilities to run the systems where we are facing the challenges in the real-time scenarios. We are facing into it. Regarding that, coming for the organization part, AI talent is a major challenge for us. The startups are coming with, say about GenX person, it took him 8 months to get his product done, and the product was completed in around 20 to 30 days time. But 7 months it took him to get the proper manpower who can do the things with a cheaper rate, who have the vision to understand his things. Manpower. ROI, we are not able to predicting the ROI. Why? Because till now no one knows how the AI companies will be valued. Only regarding the IPs only we are valuing it. अभी तक हमें पता नहीं होता वो कितना रिटर्न देगा. We can say, okay, fine, we are thinking that there is a market, addressable market area is suppose $1 billion, but when it comes to the picture, there may be 5 competitors. Or the new technology may come up. We are assuming. And ethical challenges, which everyone is looking is finding right now. Everyone is finding, right? Even AI, what the AI can do positive things, apart from what they can do in the negative things. Negative things means, I hope everyone has seen the movie Terminator. Terminator movie, it's a very old movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, so what it means, we had created the robot and the robot was killing us. So I was saying about the movie called Terminator. The first point comes with the biasing. Sometimes we do expect the biasing. If the system is not trained properly, if you are not trained properly, even it happens in our social demography, if you are not trained properly, we look the thing, scenario of the society in a different aspect. The same thing happens with the AI. Hallucination, this concept is coming up. Sometime AI will be creating fakes. No, we are not looking to the biasing percentage at all right now. It's up to you. आपण जदि जन को जो पढ़ाई पढ़ी जाउछन जे 1 + 1 = 2 आपण सॉरी 2 + 1 = 3 आपण के 1 + 2 = 3 ताको पढ़ाई नाहंती 10 वर्ष पर कबरे 2 + 1 = 3 से बुझि परिबनी. तो सेटा हम परसेंटेज रे केबे हम डिफाइन करि परिबा नाही. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स इट इज अनप्रेडिक्टेबल. आम मोस्टली जो टाइम एबे जो आम एआई जो इंडिया रे करूँ बहुत जगह फेल कहीं करूँ आम कैगल डाटा पुल कर नौ कैगल जे यूरोपियन डाटा जोटा स्ट्रक्चर्ड डाटा आम इंडिया डाटा ना तो आम आज पुट कर दौचु आखि बंद कर लगे दौचु तो बहुत पारामीटर्स रोचे जोटा कि यूरोप अमेरिका पूरा अलग रोचे आमर अलग रोचे तो से पारामीटर केते डेविएशन आप डिफाइन करेंगे आम भी डिफाइन कर तो बहुत जगह फेलियर परसेंटेज हेल्थ केयर इवन 0.5% इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल बट इन लॉजिस्टिक्स 10% इज एक्सेप्टेबल कहीं हेल्थ केयर आप भूल माने लोकटा चलीगला भूल है माने समन इज रेस्पॉन्सिबल जनक जीवन कथबार्ता तो बायसिंग परसेंटेज इज नॉट कौ डोमेन में जाऊँ आम से देखू लॉजिस्टिक्स हाँ ठीक अच्छे पुलिस चेनटा छिड़गला ना मसर जगह 2 मास थे छिड़ा बट छिड़ो सेठी हाँ 10% एफिशिएंसी 90% एफिशिएंसी इज ओके बट से बायसिंग परसेंटेज आम कभी डिफाइन करूँ वी आर ट्राइंग टू एज मच एज पॉसिबल वी ट्राई टू मिटिगेट इट एंड बायसिंगटा कहीं हुए मुझे गोटे जिनसा कहूँ मो अनुसार ठीक जितेपर्यंत आप मोर भूलटा गोटे बाहर करना से मुझे तो ठीक ही चलुँ ना आई एम टेकिंग 10 वर्ष पर मुझे कहली 1 + 2 = 3 कहीं मतलब क्वेश्चन करना चली आफ्टर 10 years आप क्वेश्चन कले 2 + 1 = 3 तो सेटा में परसेंटेज जनरली डिफाइन को हम फॉलो भी करूँ आम चेस्ट कर भल कर हालुसिनेशंस या प्लीज Yeah, IP consult sometimes. Okay, I'm talking about GenX, right? What GenX is doing? They are taking the health data. Health data. Suppose you are making the tool, and I'll be giving the data. So I'm giving search and other people's health data to you to do the work. Now, if those got or किसी बाहर के दे पढ़े लगा मिसयूटिलाइजेशन है ला कौन कर पारिबे? And we don't have any mechanism to stop it also. No, most of the sorry. I'm sorry. That's a privacy. I'm sorry. My privacy basically. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I'm extremely sorry. I was addressing the privacy issue. Sorry. Regarding the IP issues, most of the time IP बहुत जगह हमारा flawed रहोचे. I am making an do you know what is the difference? मु सेट बेस्ट एग्जांपल छोड़ दे. उबेर और ओला भी तो डिफरेंस कौन? Same. In fact, the technology behind it is almost same. Differences किसी नहीं. But still they are running on. How? हाँ तो Uber filed IP issues on Ola ना? Okay. I'm coming to it. Suppose you had done, like I was saying to sir, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Right? I made it 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Output is same. We have different IPs. But almost दुईटा की changes नुहे. So there are certain IP flaws which can be used. आपण गोटे जिनस आपण ओला उबर जिनसटा कहीं कहले ओला उबर मझे टिके इश्यू आसला भाई सेटा कहि पारे ओला उबर मझे इश्यू आसला गोटे तापर ओला 2015 रे से माने कोन कहला कैश पेमेंट इंट्रोड्यूस कर दल जोटे उबर नथिला 2014 और 15 मोर सेटा ठीक से मन पड़ुनी ओलार कैश पेमेंट इंडिया रे चलला जोटे उबर रे चल नथला उबर क्रेडिट कार्ड नहले और डेबिट कार्ड अपन इंटीग्रेट न करिवे उबर अपन कैब बुक कर पारिबे नाही ओला सेटा इंट्रोड्यूस करथिला एंड दैट वाज द ओनली क्लॉज जोटे से मन दे दे आगु बाहर चली जाथिला मझे इश्यू होता तांकर इश्यू होता झगड़ा होता तो देर आर सर्टन प्लेसेस वेयर द आईपी कैन बी इन्फ्लुएंस्ड स्पेसिफिकली कनेक्टेड टू इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट वी आर सेइंग नॉट यूएस कॉन्टेक्स्ट वी आर सेइंग आपण गोटे जिनस बनले मुझे आउ गोटे छोट जिन 2% ऐड करदे एंड ए रे सांगे सांगे सेटा करदे पारे जोटे आगुरी मत करने 8 मास 10 मास लगुला आज एटर मत करने 2 घंटा लगे तो दैट इज व्हाट वी हैड एज्यूम्ड बिकॉज एआई कैन डू द थिंग्स मल्टीपल इन वेरी फास्ट वे गोटे आप इमेज बनले इमेज पर मुझे दुटा जिन फ्रड कर आरंभ करी एंड आई कैन प्रूव इट सर सी तो करते बाकी जिन आम टे करदेलु दैट इज द लॉजिक वी आर सेइंग बिकॉज दिस इज स्टिल इज इन ए ग्रे एरिया बट वी आर फाइंडिंग सम प्लेसेस वेयर दिस थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग वी हैड हैपेंड देयर इज इन केसेस मुझे कहीपरि आमर गोटे स्टार्टअप से प्रॉब्लम है आरंभ होगा से दुई जन जाक अलग ये कहला अरे तू मोर कॉपी करुछु से कहला मु कॉपी करूँ आप एटा कर खाली टिके ऐड करदेल तापर एंड टेक्निकली 2 जन जाकर आईपी बाहर आम तो आईपी फाइल करवा एसटीपीआई रु हम टेक्निकल 2 जन आईपी फाइल करिया आमर के पेज अच्छे नंबर ऑफ आईपीज बढ़ेगा तो टेक्निकली व्हेन वी लीगली वी आर गोइंग ऑन ड्राफ्ट करे से कहला हाँ सर 2 आईपी बन सकता है एक ना व्हाट यू विल से आईपी इन्फ्लुएंसड आपण केस भी कर परिबे बट आईपी इज बीइंग इन्फ्लुएंस्ड नले मो पाखे जति यूज केस सिनेरियोज म आपण कहि जाउछ रियल टाइम सिनेरियोज I don't know. Agu the law as your na empty he paribo that's a good thing. But the things are happening and we are facing the scenarios. Yeah, please. Yeah? No, he is asking for online. हाँ आपन जोटा कहते ठीक जे बट से ऊपर मु R&D करी नाही आमे R&D करूछु जंती हमर जो हमर गुटे केसेस जोटा हला आमे तो R&D करी गलो एंड द एजेंडा इज नॉट कि आई एम सेइंग 100% थिंग बट दिस थिंग्स आर कमिंग अप हमको इशू है जे one startup had done and the other startup had just added something add to it and most of the data had not been shared by the first startup to the second startup but he had got the data he used the GenAI tool mo to he gala add on mu kar dele I can go for it and technically as per Indian laws he can kehi to kotke paribo nei kana so ethi apun jodi other side apun ko IP infringement ho je apun koi paribe but legally technical kemti otkebe we don't have a mechanism.
Thank you sir.
Okay. And the last, not the least, risk of over reliance. Even it include us also. Some part of this PPT I had tried to generate using Canva. जैसे Canva को कोई भूल भाल करे तो मूवी से भूल कोई भी. No, we are using ChatGPT in most of the cases, and we assume कि ChatGPT is giving us the correct data. So in that cases ChatGPT may hallucinate, may give the wrong data, and I am dependent on it. मैं validate बहुत ज़्यादा करूँनी. और ChatGPT दीजिए ठीक है थी वो. एंड ChatGPT गोटे हालुसिनेशन करके जो गोटे भूल डेटा मते दे देला एंड ताको मुझे कोंटी कहिले सो आई विल बी ब्लेम्ड फॉर इट दैट इज कॉल्ड ओवर रिलायंस इट इज हैपनिंग इन फैक्ट सो लास्ट कौन से लिखा हो विथ ग्रेट पावर कम्स ग्रेट रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी व्हेन योर एआई कैन स्पीक लाइक ए ह्यूमन बीइंग आई होप यू गाइज हैड सीन सम एड्स कमिंग अप यूट्यूब रे आस्तुबो से झियो ता पापा को फोन करतो पापा आई एम इन ट्रबल send me some this much of amount of money this is the problem I'm facing and suddenly say Jio tara door khuli ke papa ko bolte dad I'm here only these things are coming up and in fact these are the tools which are doing it Lastly, so stronger AI regulations and governance. Upon जो IP जिनसे मते कहूले, we are advocating on it. IP policy रे हमें शेड़ा put up करे चेष्टा करूँ. I don't know how much we will be getting succeeded in it. We are trying. Collaboration between human AI and not replacement. Wherever I am going, most of the places people are asking AI हमारा job टा नहीं नवा. AI हमारा job नहीं नवा. So what do we try to tell it? No. AI job अपन को नवा. You be enable part of the AI. कुंकू जगह AI रो loopholes रोची, lacunas रोची, ताको अपन workout करिए आरंभ करंतो. Rise of industry specific vertical AI models, which is coming up in a very big way. जोटा अपन image processing. आगुरु drone रे केबे image processing हमर नथिला. You go just गोटे सेमते गोटे ad कोंठी देखुतली. 15 years back से helicopter गोटे camera वन बसी photo उठोथबो. 10 years ahead आउ 10 वर्ष पर देखो जे राउ नाही drone उडी कि नोचे. एबे आउ से ड्रोन उड़ी की इमेज कैप्चर करतला. एबे तो पूरा हेलन खाली ड्रोन टा उड़ी पड़ले से जो इमेज ले केते डिजास्टर हेची लोको सेठी हेलमेट पिनचंती कि नाहंती गाड़ी स्पीड रे जाउची कि नाही सब किछ ट्रैक करनो चंते. सो से ड्रोन उड़े की से इमेज को देखिए ताको डिसीजन न पे भी के दरकार. इवन जो सर जो कहले जे पचारतले व्हाट इज द एफिशिएंसी ऑफ द डॉक्टर्स. टेक्निकली द डॉक्टर इज करेक्ट. से लिखि दे जर होइछ माने हम मानिया पड़े जर होइछ. नाउ एफिशिएंसी केमती से टूल्स यूज करी तार एफिशिएंसी बढ़ाई परिबो. सो डॉक्टर जोटा आगुरु से जोसी गोटे दिन रे इवन फॉर दिस एमआरआई आई विल टेल यू द एमआरआई स्टोरी टाइम बस डिस्कस करतलो. जदि गोटे डॉक्टर को 4 घंटा लागु एनालाइज कर देबो तो से दिन रे 12 घंटा जदि बसले से 3टा पेशेंट देखु जे वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो 4टा पेशेंट देखिला. एकटा डॉक्टर को 5 मिनिट लागे गोटे रिपोर्ट देखिया को से गोटे घंटा 12टा पेशेंट देखिला. अंडरस्टूड द थिंग्स ना. से गोटे दिन रे से कम 50 पेशेंट्स technically I am speaking 50% से देखिला. So that doctor's income is growing up. That earning टा बढ़ी गला. समस्त को everyone is getting benefit out of it. Emergence of multimodal AI text, image and video. जोटा हमें Canva रे कोन I want this comes with the video, speech. आपण कंटेंट बने दछु. Even movie हमें तले हमारा ऑफिस रो कंपनी रो वेबसाइट बनाउथलो. अरे कोन देखिए टेस्ट करिवा. पूरा बने दे देला कतरे. जोटा मत माने आम ये डेभलपर को या ताको रिक्वेस्ट करतलु से 5 मिनट हमको बनै दे देला. सो बहुत जिनस हमर हे जाउछ. सो व्हाट यू थिंक जे वेबसाइट बनाउथला ताको सिने दबन बट एबे सर्वर मेंटेनेंस पे हम ताको बेसी पैसा दो आरंभ करब सिक्योरिटी इश्यूज पे. सम ऑफ द टूल्स दैट वी हैड यूज्ड जोटा ये होछ लीगल जेन एआई. देयर इज एन ओडिया स्टार्टअप. ओडिया पिला अछि से तार गोटे लीगल स्टार्टअप बनै छै. कोन छटा त नामटा मोर मने पड़न. शांति भाई आपण से लीगल स्टार्टअप जे कटक रो गोटे पिलाटे बनै ता नामटा भी रिनेम करिछि से. आज्ञा ना लेक्स नु से माने एआई बनै नहंती. से गोटे पिलाटे से पुनेरु एमबीए सॉरी पुनेरु लॉ करि के आछे. से तार से लीगल स्टार्टअप से करिछि एंड ही रेज ए फंड 6 मिलियन मध्ये से फंड उठि सेलानी. तो तार नाटा मोर मन दे ऑलरेडी देयर आर मल्टीपल टूल्स व्हिच आर यूजिंग. इन फैक्ट सम ऑफ द ओडिया गाइज हैड आल्सो रिलीज्ड सम टूल्स ऑन इट. So what startups should do in this GenAI area? Explore the GenAI APIs, start small, build ethical practices and train their teams. Right now if you guys, I would love to invite you all to come down to emerging tech COE Fortune Tower ground floor STPI office रे अच्छो. सेठी हमें एबे 33 पिलां को हमरा इंटर्नशिप दोछु. 33 जन से तो 33 जन नु सेठी 18 जन पिला ए रे काम करचंती. 6 जन ब्लॉकचेन रे काम करचंती. आउ 6 जन हमर से माने ईआरपी ऊपर काम करचंती. ईआरपी माने मनस्ट्रक्चर से माने काम करचंती. तो जो माने एआई रे हम काम करचो वी आर ट्राइंग टू बिल्ड अप ए टीम हु आर ट्रेन्ड एनफ टू डू एटलीस्ट डेटा क्लींजिंग. से माने तांको स्पेसिफिकली हम डेटा क्लींजिंग पार्ट बेसी ट्रेन करोचो. सो एंड वी आर आस्किंग एंड तांकर बिहेवियरल पैटर्न देखिए आम गोटे टूल बनाई चेष्टा कर. आम पाक किसी जन देखा करा आसूँ आम सारे कथबार्ता कर 5 मिनट आम ट्राए कर ये करेंगे पिलाटा कालिका डेट्रे एंटरप्रेन्योर हम ना जॉब खोजे बिकज देयर आर मल्टीपल पीपल हु आर कमिंग टू अस. सम पीपल आर आस्किंग फॉर इंटर्नशिप, सम पीपल आर आस्किंग फॉर जॉब्स, सम पीपल आर आस्किंग फॉर स्टार्टअप्स. So it is very difficult for us to identify unless and we will talk with them for at least 1 or 1.5 hours. So we are trying to train our students. So what we are trying to implement, the same thing we would request the startups to be training to the systems if they are opting for AI or GenAI kind of things. There are multiple tools. So the suggestion would be like explore, experiment and execute. We don't know the result, what it will be coming up. This is, I would like to conclude. GenAI is transforming industry. Companies like Nalco, RSP, anything. I will, is, no, no. GenAI is transforming the industry. Companies like Nalco, with whom I had worked for last 2 years, we are trying to collaborate. 2.5 years back, when we were talking to them, they were saying, "अरे हमारा अच्छी हमारा किसी तो दरकार नहीं टेक्नोलॉजी में ठीक ठाक." 2 months back, 1 month back, they had conducted one Industry 4.0 session, where all the big fours, not big fours, you can say big six or big eight. Samasta India had everyone had came down there and they had presented how they will be implementing the AI tools for the manufacturing sectors. And almost all the manufacturing sectors pan Odisha were present there. It is coming, yes, these tools are coming, and they are asking the solution. They are asking ki, we want to keep the same manpower. He just need to be assisted in taking the decision. So the same manpower who is sitting there, he have no idea how a technical things, he don't know anything about coding part. Even if proper data will be, raw data will be given, he will not able to annotate on it. So he need to given like a chat GPT. He need to put up a question and some answer should be given to him. Not even the dashboards. Since he is not that young guy who have a tech-savvy guy, so he can't even observe the dashboards properly. So he need to give in a written format, Q&A kind of things. So this is what GenAI is transforming the industry. That is what industry is expecting right now. Startups can lead the way in early adoptions. There is a, I hope you guys had seen the AR VR, Oculus, चश्मा पिंधि कि जमते बिल्डिंग रो विजुअलाइजेशन करते सबसे देखते हुए तो ये जो मैंने एटी एति कम लोग अच्छे मुझे से चश्मा पिंधे मतलब सब सीट देखा है कि कोटी बसने आई कैन आइडेंटिफाई इट देयर इज अ स्टार्टअप फ्रॉम IIT भुवनेश्वर 3.5 वर्ष हबो 2.5 years हबो they are using their tool in 3 companies Vedant Hindalco and Nalco. What they are doing, they are using this tool for the training part. They are using a what the training part is that disaster management. What is disaster management? It suppose मैं स्पीच दूची 6 जन लोक अच्छे आम सच ये गोटे कन्फरेन्स हो बस 6 जन लोक गगल्स पिंधुंट ये सपोज निआ लगिगला केमी इवाकुएसन हम ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम हाउ द ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम बी डन they are using it and their tools has been used. So startup can lead the way with early adoption. Understand the limitations and use it responsibility. Yes, that would I would request all the startups to work on it and begin small by thinking big. The AI company, the AR company, they had started. आमे सर गेम टा खेलिबा सेटा लोक माने पिला माने केमते फील करिवे लैपटॉप रे गेम टा फील करिवे. That is how they had started and now they are catering to the big industries. So the next unicorn will be built not just with code but with prompts. जब 3 मास जिनस को जब 3 घंटा रे म कर दे पारुची. So I have 89 days left. I can do marketing, I can do fabulous wonderful things. Now coming to our STPI things. This is we are the STPI Bhubaneswar startup ecosystem. We have supported 3 COEs. One is our emerging tech COE, another which is working in the industry 4.0, another which is one Electropreneur Park. It is in Gotupatna. Third one is the Varkoi AR/VR COE. It is in IIT Bhubaneswar. MIT had supported them. What we are providing is R&D labs, high-speed data centers. We have data centers, ecosystems. We have 24 COEs pan-India. You name any of the tech COEs, we will be providing access to there, like Motion COE in Vehicle and EV in Pune, Image Animations in Hyderabad, Finance in Gandhinagar and Chennai. Drone is coming up in Simla. Then blockchain is in Gurgaon. So multiple COEs. We are working on the Industry 4.0. So we are trying to bridge the gap between academia, industry and government. Last year we had participated in one of the hackathons in BPUT where we had selected 8 teams. I will not say startups, 8 teams. We worked with them, we groomed with them. Now out of 8, 3 had been shortlisted to become an startup in our ecosystem. We had offered them. I am expecting at least 1 or 2 to be joining us as a startup. We had offered them the details, the money and asked them to form the company. Regarding industry, we are working with the startups to get projects from PSUs. When we are talking about PSUs, they will be saying, "अरे हमें तो ये जर्मनी से मिल जा रहा है, यहाँ से मिल जा रहा है, आप क्या दे पा रहे हो?" So we are asking, okay, fine, you are giving something to ENY or this big force, carve out 1% or 0.5% from it, let's try on it. This is how our model is working on. Government, we are working with some of the government projects to be given to the startups in a very feeble way, not a non-risk zone, and the startups need to give them success rates so that they can be empowered. This is what the support and help we are providing. We are helping them in the seed grant, proposal writing, business guidance, legal consulting, and ongoing startups and mentorship aspects. Okay, and if you, I will share you. Don't worry. If you can give me, if you guys can give me 3 minutes time, I can run a video. Can I? Fine. The video run kariye. So this is, I'm sorry. This is my contact number. Contact at ये देखे थे सर. So in the video, we may not be getting the audio properly. So this is my contact. Feel free to connect to me in any of the aspects in tech part. In fact, most of the time we were conducting technical. Yes, sir. Yeah.
We are talking about GenAI, correct?
Huh.
We are talking about GenAI. Then we are having agentic AI. Then we are having explainable AI. So why this buzzword we are repeating?
Sorry to say, I have never explored for the agentic AI or the GenAI. Huh. No, GenAI even. Huh.
Decision making more actionable.
No, I'll tell you upfront.
This buzzword is there in the market.
Okay.
Why it's same?
Okay, I will tell you first my perspective, then I'll go for the market perspective. I had worked till this is TensorFlow. That is what I had worked for 4 years. So I know how the outcome comes on. So AI part is my zone area, till that area. GenAI I had learned 6 months back when this 10 X data was coming up. We want to get it. He was saying, I need to get it. The doctors have no idea about technology. He just need to put like a chat GPT. He need to get a result. So how to be done? We explored the things, and that was in Gen AI kind of things, and some startups had explained me. See, this is like a blog, you can get it on, you can get these things. And we tried, yes, it was damn easy. So after those things, agentic AI, I had never explored. Till the time I'm not getting in a startup working on it, I'll not, no, I'm, yeah. We had not, I'm telling you, we had not explored into it. When we'll start exploring, I can say. The other way around is saying, yeah, the other way around is coming up in the market is that market is when there is a funny or word comes up, people runs after it. AI जो हमें कहो जेटा बहुत पुराना जिनस statistics provide to message. Yes, sir. Yeah, please. He is an expert in.
So, are you worried about the buzzword, or you want to understand what that buzzword means? What's your goal?
My question is, there is more decision making AI is coming, but still we are using that particular old buzzword.
Okay, so I heard 3 things: Gen AI, agentic AI, and then you talked about explainable AI, right? Okay. Right now, AI is a black box. Let's start with the last one, right? So people want to understand when you are building a model or making a forecast, you want to know what input is actually driving that output, right? So if you're using a model to make a decision, imagine you are using it for a business decision, let's say whether to approve a loan or not. You want to know what are the fundamental drivers that driving that decision, right? So this is where the attempt is to go inside the black box and understand what are the top 10 drivers that's driving my prediction, right? That is why it is an attempt to uncover that black box, to make it somewhat visible, explainable. Hopefully that answers your question, right? Because AI will take 1,000 inputs, but only the top 10 contributes to 90% of the predictive power. So this is what is... Yes? Sir, I want to, maybe let's just, let me address that. So GenAI is basically to generate some text or image, whatever. It just generates, right? It doesn't take actions, right? Let me, you want to? Let me add to it. So this, when let's say previously you were saying, I can use GenAI to generate text or image, whatever, right? But let's say you would have heard Satya Nadella saying that, I just give English statement and then it'll go and do some entry into a database, like what you call as CRUD operation, right? So when you use GenAI to generate text, then what you want to do is use intelligence. So let's say you create agents which has the ability to reason, think, and take actions, right? You give it certain tools, just like our human beings, we are given access to certain tools and we use our intelligence to decide which tool to use when. So similarly, agentic AI is all about creating workflows. And it has access to certain tools and it makes the decision based on the user request, which tool to use. So this is where, and then there are multiple agents. That means, let's say in a business setting, let's say there is a decision to be made by a bank to give a loan or not. There is usually a risk department that is involved. There's a finance department that is involved. There's a marketing department gets involved. Who should we should solicit or not, right? So this is where the multiple agents, what we call as digital workers, they will work in tandem. And there is always another agent which will basically take input from all the agents and summarize and then give feedback. And then you also keep human in the loop. So anyway, I think it's a discussion for another hour, but there's a lot of difference between agentic AI, GenAI, and explainable AI. We can talk offline. We have a lunch coming up. But I know there are a lot of buzzwords, and in fact, my request to the organizers is maybe we should run a very basic workshop where we, maybe in Santipriya, maybe we can think of creating a beginner level workshop where we can actually clarify a lot of these buzzwords. So that way it will be very helpful. Otherwise, there's a lot of noise out there in the system and a lot of confusion. I think that will go a long way. Yeah.
Let me talk with my team, and if you can have an opportunity, we will invite you all guys for a workshop.
Ask me about the business perspective. I will tell that the unicorns which you mentioned, prompt engineering, what I have experienced so far is that companies like Flipkart or Delivery, they have become unicorns, right? So what is an unicorn? Unicorn is a company which has more than $1 billion in valuation. So these companies got generated through funds. Investors put in money. So Flipkart raised somewhat close to $700 million to be an unicorn. But nowadays, because of agentic AI, where humans are given scope of using these agents to take decisions, we can have a unicorn with less than $100 million investment. And that's the reason why there's another aspect to this business. Nowadays, unicorns are not necessarily to be built in metros like Bengaluru, Mumbai or Delhi NCR. People like us sitting in Cuttack or Bhubaneswar, we are also aspiring to be a unicorn, and with a little, very significantly fraction of the investment that was needed for Flipkart or any other examples like Delivery, Zomato, Swiggy. So these are the business side of generative AI and agentic AI things. Just to add on to the sir. Thank you.
So I would request team to be running a video. Thank you. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity. So I hope I had shared my mobile number and email ID. Feel free to connect to me, and if anyone are interested, are working on any of the startups ideas, or they need any cloud assistance from India AI mission, please connect to me. At least I can help you. Government is giving it at a very cheaper rate, and we are interested in sharing it to the startups or R&D professionals who are interested in working on it. And apart from it, if you have any idea that you are feeling fine, your idea is a very good idea and you can apply in the Soyuz portal, sayuj.net. You can search it there. There is a web portal, sayuj.net. It's a STPI portal. You can apply with your idea. We will not ask anyone to form a company unless until it gets selected, and we are giving you any grants. And any other things, I hope there are many faculties who are sitting here. If you are feeling, yes, there are certain students who are really good in in studying and they want to do an internship, feel free to connect to us. Some of our startups will be happy to hire them as an interns. This is what my offerings from STPI Tech COE to the community. And hopefully probably by next week or this month or next month, we will be scheduling a workshop. We used to conduct regular workshops every Saturday. When we will be conducting a workshop, mostly 1 hour to 1.5 hours, we will be inviting an expert to take a workshop. Probably we will be taking a workshop on the, that is what Bhai was saying, Agentic AI and GenAI part. We will try and we will invite you all. But yes, it will be limited seats. We have already 30 seats available because the accommodation facility is not that much. We will do and we will invite. Fine? Thank you. Thank you.